What's that? Good evening. We have the Minnesota Ice Cougars U19 team playing against the Sioux Falls, South Dakota high school team, the Flyers. This is the second game today. They played this morning to a 2-1 victory for the Ice Cougars. The Sioux Falls Flyers outshot the Cougars 29-12 this morning, but the Cougars held up pretty well and were able to come out with a 2-1 win. So we're going to have a nice rematch here tonight, and we'll play a third time tomorrow and see if the Cougars can sweep. That'd be pretty amazing. Cougars are about to take the ice. I will probably turn the audio off for a bit just because I don't want to deal with copyright issues. So if I'm not talking all the time over the audio, we will be dealing with the issues of possible songs. So I'm going to mute it for right now, and you guys can watch the warm-ups. Let's go Ice Cougars. formats today. We're looking at 3 periods. First 2 will be 15-minute stop. They'll cut after 2. Last one, they'll put whatever time is remaining and go run time. Let's walk through the roster here for the Ice Cougars. We've got a couple scratches, a couple injured players, but I'll still walk through everyone. We have number 2, Kara Peterson. Number 3, Etta Ox. Number 7, Maddie Sundgren. Number 10, Emily Abood. Number 11, Abby Olson. Number 12, Blakely Vena. Number 15, Cece Glassbrenner. Number 16, Piper Johnson. Number 17, Cece Alm. Number 19, Anna Lane. 21, Mackenzie Grisseau. Number 22, Piper Wheeler. Number 25, Tony Alm. 26, Amelia Olson. And in net, starting today, we have number 30, Ava Cahill, and number 35 will be Samantha Braun. So let's go here, Ice Cougars. Let's have ourselves a good game. Start off with a 15-minute first period. We got Tony Alm with Paige Johnson and Piper Wheeler with the forwards with Abby Olson and Amelia Olson. Starting lineup for the Ice Cougars. Let's play hockey! Flyers get the puck, dump it into the Ice Cougar zone. Abby Olson with it, try to chip it back out to neutral zone. Puck held in. Flyers trying to set it up. Pass out to the point. Shot, save, Cahill. Puck held in at the half wall. Turned over, Paige Johnson with it. Comes in the neutral zone. Turned over to the Flyers. Flyers gain the zone. Shot, save. Flyers hold the zone. Shot block. Abby Olson on it. Olson chips it up. Puck played out of play. First 58 seconds in, first frame. We got Blakely facing off with Kara and Cece. Flyers control, dump it into the Ice Cougar zone. Mackenzie back to pick it up. Blakely there helping her out. Puck comes up to Kara. Flyers hold it in. Shot, save, Cahill. Got a face off to the left to Cahill. Defensive zone draw. Here we go. Flyers control off the draw. Mackenzie keeps it out of the house. Cougars break it out. Vanessa sends it in on net. The Ice Cougars try to establish the forecheck. Kara down low with the puck. Tries to slice circle, feed the point. Not quite there. CC Alm back to pick it up. Flyers there, they turn it over. Looking for numbers. Ice Cougars chip it. Held in by the Flyers. CC over there, holding it in. Glassbrenner chips it out. This should be at icing. Defensive zone draw. Tony Alm will be taking it. Cougars control. Amelia Olson behind the net over to Emily. Emily playing D today. Puck comes up. Flyers hold the zone. Shot on net. Blocked. Still in the slot. Cahill with the save. Pushes it aside. Puck still down low. Tony fighting on the half wall. Flyers come out with it, feed the slot. Emily there holds the position. Puck gets out wide. Piper sends it over. Page with it, breaks it out. On a break here, 1-on-2, 2-on-1. Nice move. Shot goal! Ice Cougars! Nice goal there. We have, I believe that was Paige Johnson from Piper Wheeler. Ice Cougars going up 1-0 early in the first frame. 12 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Nice rush there, Whitty capitalized. Ice Cougars control off the draw, puck back to Emily. Emily back to corral it up. Feeds up to Tony. Tony chips it to Page. Page gains his own, 2-on-2. Shot, blocker, save. Rebound goes wide. Emily walks the blue. Sends it down, chips, deflected wide. Puck behind the net. Nice stop there by Page. Page controls, puts it out slot. Piper there. Puck down in the corner. Sioux Falls breaking it out. 2-on-2. Sioux Falls regroups, going for a line change. Good stick there by Tony. Chip it back down. Lost the wheel. Sioux Falls goes a stretch pass. Got a break. Nice back check there by Glassbrenner. Gets out to neutral zone. Flyers are regrouping. Off of skates, no icing. Abby tries to chip it out. Puck comes up. Abby's still on it. Puck to the neutral zone. Vanessa and Glassbrenner present. Vanessa escapes. Find the slot. Glassbrenner there. Oh, just off her stick. Good opportunity there. Puck back to Abby. Abby at the point. Holds it down low. Back to Cece. Puck gets chipped out by the Flyers. 3-on-1. Cross ice pass missed. Mackenzie down in the corner. Vanessa back to help. Blakely brings it up. Cougars gain the zone. Puck at the half wall. Turned over. Flyers come back out. They have a break. Goal! 2-on-0. Flyers tie it up at 10:37 remaining in the first frame. 1-1. Flyers are on the board. Shots so far, first period, we have the Ice Cougars with 3 and the Flyers with 5. 1-1 tie. Tony Alm take the draw. Cougars control. Puck back to Emily. Emily back up to Piper. Cougars try to gain the zone. Turned over. Flyers chip it back out. Amelia Olsen on the race for the puck. Amelia picks it up. Reverses back to Emily. Emily comes up. Puck goes to Piper. Piper gains his own. Back pass to Page. Page walks the... Good hands there by Page. Emily down low. Sends it around. Page back to slot. Shot! Oh, what a save by the goalie. Nice chance there by Piper. Amelia holds his own, sends it down low. Page back up. Puck held in by Cece. Cece sends it down low. Page in the corner, down to fight for the puck. Down low. Chip back to Piper, feeds the slot. Puck back low again. Page walks up with it. Cece shot. Save. Cece Alm sends it back down low. Puck chips out. Cougars have to regroup. Flyers getting a wholesale change. Puck chipped up. Tony Alm into the zone. Abby holds his own, tips it back low. Glassbrenner chips it back to the point. Abby couldn't quite get there. Holds. Nice step up in the neutral zone by Abby. Holds it up. Nice. Cece walks through a D. Flyers chip it back out. Cougars have to regroup. Cece Alm on it. Sends it to finesse. Blakely comes through. You got Blakely, Kara, and Souix out there. Shot, save, rebound. Puck comes to Souix, sends it back down low. Kara with it. Kara comes out low with the puck. High angle shot, block. Abby steps down, holds his own. Abby with it down in the corner. Tried to feed the slot. Pass was blocked. Abby still with it, back behind the net. Tried to feed the slot. Still, Ice Cougars still control. Cycle it down low. Puck flipped over the stick. Flyers send it around. McKenzie pinches. Halfwall was able to. Flyers were able to chip it out. Blakely back checks, picks it up. Sends it back to the neutral. Flyers still on it. Should have been a hand pass. Cougars get it back out to neutral. Incidental contact there. Classbrenner, though, walks in. Escapes, gives herself time, feeds it over to Tony. Shot. So it was a shot pass, goes a little wide. Flyers turn around. That should be an icing. Halfway through the first frame here. Offensive zone draw for the Cougars to the right of the goalie. Tony Alm will be taking it. Paige and Piper as her wings. We got McKenzie and Emily at point. I think we have a different goalie in net from earlier for the Flyers. Cougars control. Emily walks the blue. Shot. Save. Nice little scramble out there. Puck comes out. Cougars got to regroup. McKenzie over to Piper. Piper gains his own. Cycles it back to Tony. Tony back to McKenzie. McKenzie chips it back down low. Intercepted at the half boards. Flyers chip it out. Puck Emily with it. Sends it up to Tony. Cougars gains his own. Shot deflected. Puck gets sent around. Flyers trying to break it out. Amelia tries to pinch. Abby does. We got a break. 1-0. We got a back checker though. That's going to be a penalty. We got a power play for the Flyers. Oh, are we doing a penalty shot? Nope, she's not in the box. Penalty shot. Penalty shot. Ava with the save on the penalty shot. No power play. .6:44 remaining in the first frame. Great save there. Patience with Ava. Ice Cougars win out the control of the draw. Puck chips out. Kara, 2-on-1. Good play by the D to chip it out. Rush the other way. Flyers coming in. Abby Olsen back. Pass just out of reach. Flyers have the puck down low in the Cougar zone. Feed their point. Shot. Ava save. Nice poke check by Ava. Cougars get it back out to neutral. Flyers are offsides. Touch up. Blakely with it. Chips it up. Kara gains his own. Walks a couple. Flyers chip it back out. Souix there. Puck comes back. Played off the other Souix stick. Souix over to Blakely. Blakely finds Kara. Puck stalled in neutral. Blakely picks it back up. Puck back to neutral. Cougars got to regroup. Souix with it. Souix over to Blakely. Puck gets sent down low. Flyers rush the other way. Save Cahill on 2 there. Another save by Cahill. Flyers really moving that puck around well. Puck held in by the Flyers down low. Back to the point. Flyers moving it around. Shot wide. Save Cahill. Back to the point. Nice block there by the Cougars. Still held in. Tony chips it out. Cougars on a break. Shot just goes high. Cougars have it down low. Page with it. Feeds Tony the slot. Couldn't quite get a trigger on it. Flyers turn it over. Bring it out. And that. Yeah, that's a penalty. Interference. This is a Flyer power play, even though my scoreboard will say Ice Cougars. For some reason, I can't seem to see can't adjust the scoreboard at the moment. Defensive zone draw for the penalty kill to the right of Cahill. Flyers control, see what they set up. He walks, shot wide. Flyers feed their point. We're on a 1-3-1 power play. Good stick there by Abby to break up the pass. Nice chip there. Cougars send it out all the way down. Shot on net. Good pressure by Blakely, comes up with the puck. Flyers come out. In the zone. Shot save. Flyers back to the point. Good block there by Tony. No, by McKenzie. Nice clear. Souix down to forecheck. Flyers bring it out. Nice poke by Souix, chip it down low. Flyers hold the zone. Glassbrenner able to get it back to neutral. 36 seconds left on the PK. Flyers bring it back up. Flyers gain the zone. Oh, that was a cross check. That's not going to get called. Flyers with it still. Flyers gain the zone. Kara on the forecheck. Page able to chip it back down low. That should do the penalty here.
3, 2, 1.
Ice Cougars, full strength. Come up with the puck down low. Try to wrap around. Good shot deflects high. Cougars are full strength. Olsen holds his own, chips it down low. Flyers send it out all the way down. That should be an icing. Minute 48 remaining in the first period. Offensive zone draw for the Ice Cougars. We got Tony Alm taking it. Been doing pretty good on the face-offs this game. Cougars control, back to Abby. Abby shot deflected, doesn't get through. Second effort, shot on net by Piper. Wash, rinse, repeat. Let's go. Tony Alm with a face-off. Flyers control. Try to clear it out. Amelia pinches, holds his own. Shot deflects high. Page sends it down low. Piper over the other side. Olsen the pinch. Pucks gets chipped out. Tony back. Nice stick there. Amelia controls. Cougars gain the zone. Shot save. Minute 12 remaining in the first period. Shots much more even this game so far. 12-12 with a 1-1 tie with 1 minute remaining left in the first frame. Flyers control off the draw. Send it out. That should be an icing. Another offensive zone draw for the Cougars. Here we go. Minute 5 remaining. Blakely to take it. Ice Cougars control. McKenzie sends it down low. Nope, that was Cece. Blakely down low. Does a reverse. Tries to send it back up. Cece tries to hold his own. Puck chips out. McKenzie to the race. McKenzie there. Puck at the half wall. Kara comes up with it. Cougars set up. 40 seconds left. 3-on-2. Chips over. Oh, just couldn't quite control it. Flyers come break it out. 3-on-2 the other way. Send it down. Flyers hold the zone. 15 remaining. Flyers walk. Backdoor pass. Shot wide. Flyers still on it. Kara picks it up. Puck comes out. Walk the circle. That'll do it for the first frame. Scoring summary, we have Ice Cougars 1 goal on 12 shots. Flyers 1 goal on 12 shots. 1 minute of intermission here, and we'll come back with the second period. Here we go. Ice Cougars on start second period to control the face-off. Tony Alm there to Flyers turn it over. Puck still in neutral though. Up to Tony, 2-on-1. Shot save. Tony behind the net with the puck. Tried to feed the slot, couldn't quite get a stick on it. Flyers turn it over, chip it back out. Emilio with it. Sends it back down low into the zone. Cougars re-go to the forecheck. Piper there. That sends the puck down low. Flyers come up with it. Gain the neutral zone. Nice poke by Emily. Puck gets sent back. Amelia with it. Chips it back to neutral. Flyers come up with it and bring it up around. Tony pressures. Flyers still trying to get it in. Dump it down low. Puck gets in. Emily over to the corner to fight for it. Amelia down low. Puck comes up. Flyers with it. Chips it across the crease. Nobody there. Piper tries to send it up half wall. Flyers come out with it. Feed the point. Feed the slot. Deflected wide by Amelia. Amelia comes up with it. Puck off of Piper. Up in the neutral. Flyers regroup. Puck back to Tony. Puck off the Flyers skate. Ice Cougars trying to get a change. Amelia back. Sends it up to the neutral zone. Chips it up. Kara comes in. 3-on-2. Shot save. Kara controls the rebound. Feeds the slot. Puck's in the slot. Shot goes high. Blakely with it. Sends it down low to Kara. Kara back to Blakely off her hand. Abby tries to hold the zone. Ice Cougars have to regroup. Blakely comes up with it. Comes back around. Off. Cougars are offside. Nope. Ref changed his mind. Puck comes out now. Cece with it. Chips in. Cece able to recover. Flag glass spreader sends it low. Flyers with it. Cece able to intercept that pass. Send it back down low again. Flyer blows a tire. Tony comes walking in the slot. Shot save. Pass to the slot. Couldn't quite make a connection. Flyers with it. 2-on-2. Cougars with back checkers. Offside. 3 minutes into the second frame. Cougars have some good scoring chances. Neutral zone draw. Tony will take it. Paige and Piper at her wings. Flyers control off the draw. Try to gain the zone. Puck back to McKenzie. McKenzie up to Tony. Pass is deflected. Flyers try to regroup. Tony picks the pocket. Over to Paige. Shot deflected high. Piper down low. Puck back to McKenzie. McKenzie tries to dump it in. Puck was blocked. 2-on-1. Flyers. Shot off the crossbar. Flyers dump it low. Feed the point. Puck was deflected. Goalie's playing it though. No icing. Stretch pass here. Flyers have a break. Save. Cahill. Flyers hold the zone. Blakely behind the net with the puck. Comes out. Glassbrenner with it. Fights down in the corner. I believe that's Abby Olsen to help chip it out. Peterson comes up with it, or is that Blakely? Nope, that's Peterson. Flyers send it down low. Got to come up the other side. Nice stick there, but forecheck. Shot off the mask. Blakely with the rebound. Vanessa comes up with it. Slices the circle. Puck's blocked away. Amelia tried to pinch. Puck comes up, 1-on-1. Other way. Nice save there by Cahill. Good poke check by Amelia to keep the puck out from walking the zone. Glassbrenner chips it out. Just out of reach of Peterson. Puck got back. Cece tries to play it in neutral zone. Amelia steps up. Blakely comes up with it. Nice sidestep. Amelia has to come back. Chips it back to neutral. Puck comes off Cece. Flyers still with it. Flyers gain the zone. Shot. Deflected wide. And I think we're going to have another penalty here. Third penalty on the Ice Cougars so far. This one's on Blakely. Third interference. So another PK here. Defensive zone draw to the right of Cahill. Tony Alm on it. Cougars come up with it. Page tips it to neutral zone. Flyers turn it back around. Nice poke check there by Alm to keep him out. Flyers gain the zone though. Good stick by Page. Cougars send it all the way down. Flyers break it out. Gain the Cougar zone. Try to set up there for our power play. Nice block by Souix. Tony there, chips. On the races if she can get to it. 2-on-1. Good defensive play by the Flyers. Page there to pick it up. Smart play by Page. May as well kill time. Took out a good 20-plus seconds on that. Nice job by Page. Glassbrenner down low. Good aggressive forecheck on the PK. Killing even more time. 50 seconds remaining. Flyers now gain the zone. Shot wide. Emily down in the corner to fight for it. Chips it up. Puck up to Kara. Cougars dump, get a change. Put some fresh PK out. Puck out to neutral. They send it down. Abby there, chips it back. 15 seconds. This should probably do it for the PK. One last rush. Shots blocked. Abby sends it back down. That should be an icing. Halfway through the game, we got pretty even here. 1-1 score with the Ice Cougars 16 shots and the Flyers 15 shots. Pretty even play back and forth. Cougars getting a little bit more power in the... having a bit more penalty here. Spending a little too much time in the box maybe. Flyers control off the draw. Shot blocked. Puck back to the point. Flyers control. Shot in. Save. Cahill. Flyers still control. Feed the slot. Puck still loose. Piper with it. Chips it out to neutral. Flyers come out the other side. Gain the zone. Piper, little physical play there, pushes off the puck. Puck comes back to neutral. Flyers regroup. Puck in the half wall. Emily with it. Sends it up, couldn't quite connect. Turned over. Flyers send it down low. Emily behind the net with it. Sends it up to Page. Flyers hold the zone. Shot, save, Cahill. Puck free in the slot. Flyers feed the point. Shot, goal! Flyers take the lead 2-1 on a shot from the point. 6 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the second frame. Lazy Vanessa with the draw. Cougars control. Kara comes up. Tries to send it down low. Flyers come out with his own. Kara back to play it. Flyers control down low. Puck comes up to Abby. Abby sends it back around over to Amelia. Outlet pass was blocked. Amelia on the half wall. Puck chips up to Glassbrenner. CC comes up. CC Kara 2-on-2. Toe drag was poke checked. CC fights behind the net. Kara there. Puck still loose. Poke check by Abby. Blakely able to corral it. Keeps it in the zone. Turned over. Flyers chip it out. Flyers out of the zone. Flyers up and down. Flyers going for a change. McKenzie back with it. Outlet pass blocked. Puck chip. Flyers hold the zone. Flyers down low. Flyer escapes. Feeds the point. Point walks. Something's going on. In the crease. Way to go, ref. In the crease is probably one of the least called infractions. As a goalie parent, it should be called way more often. You cannot be in the paint if the puck is not there. Plain and simple. That's the goalie's land. Here we go. Flyers control off the draw. Abby steps up, holds it out, keeps it out of the zone. Tony chips it. Oh, she kind of had control over it. That could have not been an offside. That's okay. Another neutral zone draw. We got Tony, Page, and Piper. Flyers control off the draw, send it back to neutral zone. Amelia Olsen back to pick it up. Puck comes back to neutral. Flyers have to regroup. Nice poke there by Tony. Intercepts the pass. Shot, save. Rebound. Puck back to Amelia. Puck chips out. Amelia chips it back to neutral. Flyers pick it up. Poke there by Piper. Still Flyers can puck. To get it down into the Ice Cougar zone. Abby Olsen down low. Amelia with it. Amelia finds Page. Page comes through. Shot saved by the goalie. Good chance there by Page. And offensive zone draw. Blakely Vanessa will be taking it. She has Kara and Cece Glassrunner as her wings. We got Cece Alm and McKenzie at point. Puck wins back to Cece. Back to Cece, back to Cece. Flyers pick it up. Blakely on the back check. Flyers dump it in. Cece and Blakely on the half wall. Flyer girl gets upended. Ref blows the whistle for a tie-up. That was kind of quick. Blakely with the defensive zone draw to the right of Cahill. Cougars control. Alm sends it around. Glassbrenner on it. Glassbrenner tries to chip it out. Flyers. The puck comes out. We got 2-on-1. Blakely comes with speed. Walks, save, goalie. Nice scoring chance there by Vanessa. Goalie had to make a good save. Really turned the speed on there. Offensive zone draw. Ice Cougars with a slight tilt on the shots on net, 20-17. Shot goes wide here. Cougars control. Blakely walks the blue with it. Circles around. McKenzie with it. Sends it down to Blakely. Blakely goes behind to Cece. Glassbrenner with it. Glassbrenner tries to chip it back up. Puck chips out. 2-on-1. 3-on-1. We need some back checkers. Nice pass. Just out of reach. Shot save, Cahill. Two minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the second frame. We'll be cutting the ice then. Tony on to take the draw. Ice Cougars control. Amelia back picks it up. Chips it up to Piper. Turned over by the Flyers. Flyers shot for the point. Deflected aside by Cahill. Puck down low. Tony battled for the Page. Page tried to send it to Piper. Piper on a break here. Got a race. Nobody gets the puck. Puck comes up. That should be an icing if they call it. Might make it. No. Cougars able to get there. Piper back over to Page. Page on the far side. 2-on-2. Page centers over to Tony. Off her skate. Flyers come back the other way. Shoots wide. Back and forth here. Puck back to the neutral zone. Then back in. Flyers battle down low. Ciciom chips it over to Glassbrenner. Glassbrenner gets it out to neutral. Gains his own. Tries to feed the slot. Nobody there. Puck comes up. Can they hold his own? Not quite. Alm has to chip it back to McKenzie. McKenzie sends it up. It's going to be out of play. Minute 5 remaining in the second frame. Neutral zone draw. Flyers control. 1 minute remaining in the second. Amelia tries to walk in. Backhand on net. Goalie makes a save. Offensive zone draw for the Cougars. 53 seconds remaining. Flyers control. Chip it out. Get into neutral zone. McKenzie able to step up. Flyers turn it back around in the neutral zone. Good stick there by Blakely. Flyers regroup again. Gain the Cougar zone. 30 seconds remaining. Good stick by Blakely. Chips it out. Puck still free in the slot. Still free. Saved by Cahill. Neutral zone comes up. Blakely still on it. 10 seconds. Shot, save. One more face-off here. 7 seconds remaining. Seven seconds remaining in the second frame. See if the Cougars go for an overload, get a shot or two. Yep, Cougars overloading. Puck on net, gets a chance. Puck chips back out. This should do it for the period. Scoring summary at the end of 2. We have Ice Cougars 23 shots, 1 goal. We have the Flyers from Sioux Falls 20 shots, 2 goals. I believe we're cutting the ice. And maybe? There's 42 minutes remaining, so they're definitely going to cut the ice. So I'm going to go for a pause here for... Wow, I just realized I haven't been streaming. I never hit resume. Haha. My bad. Quick recap. You just missed a really great goal. Tony Ulm picked up the puck, sent it halfway across the zone to Kara Peterson, I believe, who buried it. Ice Cougars are up 3-2. Sorry about that, folks. 15-10 remaining in the third period. Ice Cougars have 2 goals this frame. Score is 3-2. Cougars have 32 shots. Flyers have 27. Flyers chip it back out. Cougars have to regroup. CC Alm to it. CC Alm tries to send it up. Gets to Kara. Kara up to Glassbrenner. Moves the puck to Blakely. Peterson holds his own. Puck down to Blakely. Alm pinches. Puck sneaks by. Good stick there by Abby. Pass 1-on-0. Shot goal. Flyers tie it up. We have 14-15 remaining in the third period. We are on running time. Back and forth game here. Ice Cougars control. Tony Alm with it. Poke checked away in the neutral. Flyers turn it over. Send it back up. Flyers control. Walk it through. Shot goes high. Paige Johnson through the neutral zone, streaking with the puck. That should have not been an icing, but one saving grace about this stream is the South Dakota team does have streaming service also, so that will get uploaded to the Ice Cougar YouTube site to make sure that we get the streams for both this morning's game and the entire game for this one. So if you want to see the other goals that were missed. Cougars control off the draw. Paige gets to the neutral zone. Paige on the break. Saved by the goalie. Nice shot. Good opportunity for the Ice Cougars. Paige feeds Tony Alm in the slot. Rocket up from the net. Goalie makes a great save. Offensive zone draw. 12 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Cougars control the draw. Shot on net. Rebound. Goes wide. Puck comes back. Abby Olsen on it. Sends it back down low. Glassbrenner. Puck goes behind the net. Flyers come up with it. Chips back to neutral. Olsen on the race. Olsen gets to it. Sends it back to Olsen. Puck gets turned over in neutral zone. Amelia with it. Picks it up. Poked off by the Flyers. Flyers gain the zone. Send it down low. Puck behind the net. Flyers with it. Flyers to the point. Shot on net. Save Cahill. Puck out. One-timer misses. Blakely comes up with it. Cross-ice pass blocks. Puck gets the neutral zone though. No trip called. Puck sent down. That should be on net. Flyers break it out. Dump it in for a change. Ice Cougars back. Kenzie to pick it up. Kenzie over to Glassbrenner. Up to Blakely. Blakely comes into the neutral zone. Indirect to Peterson. Peterson on the break. Saved by the goalie. Second effort goes high. No call there. Centering pass. Shot, goal. No goal. Too excited there. 2 saves by the goalie there. Another good effort. 10 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game. 3-3 tie. Shots are 39 for the Ice Cougars, 29 for the Flyers. Tony Alm with the offensive zone draw. Flyers win the draw, pull it behind. Outlet pass deflected off, that should be icing. Wash, rinse, repeat, we'll do it again. We have Tony Alm out there with Paige Johnson and Piper Wheeler at points. We have Amelia Olson and Emily Abood. This game, the Ice Cougars has had some pretty good face-off percentages. At least I think it has. But just after saying that, the Flyers control. Get it out into neutral zone. Chipped back out by Amelia. Played back out by Tony. Flyers have to regroup. Tony battling on the forecheck. Flyers come through neutral with it. Flyers escape, trying to set something up. Feed the slot. Good stick by Emily. Pokes it aside. Shot from the point goes wide. Emily there. Emily rides the player out. Tony reverses. Tries to send it out. Puck held in. Shot wide. Piper races to the half wall. Chips it into neutral. Paige back to pressure. Flyers reverse it pretty quick here. Gain the zone. Abby was harassing there. Able to keep the shot from going on net. Puck gets back out to neutral. Flyers have to regroup. Vanessa on the forecheck. Flyers bring it back down low. Glassbrenner down low now. With Blakely's support. Stepped up by Peterson. Puck behind the net with the Flyers. Glassbrenner over in the corner. Peterson holds. Puck still tied up. Now comes free. Flyers try to break it out. Good stake gate there by Abby. Cougars going the zone. So Abby Olsen sends it to Blakely. Shot deflected wide. Blakely recovers. Rebound. Looking for centering pass. Shot Peterson. Save goalie. Glassbrenner sends it low. Back to Peterson. Peterson behind the net. Looking for an outlet. Slice the circle. Held in by McKenzie. Chipped back second at a time. Abby for the race. Nice stick by Abby. Posts the puck to the side. Abby behind the net. Flyers slice the circle. Poke check by Cahill keeps the puck in play. Blakely comes out. Cougars going for a change. Dumps it in. Emily with it in neutral. Puck squirted in. Had to not play it because they're offsides. Flyers dump it down low. Amelia Olsen with it behind the net. Picks it up the half wall. Chips it to neutral. Flyers turn it over. Back to Amelia. Amelia sends it across ice looking for Tony. Tony on the forecheck. Paige tried to hold his own. Puck comes by. Puck back to Emily. Emily chips it to Piper. Piper sends it in. That should not have been icing, but the refs called it anyways. That was deflected off a Piper stick, but 6 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. 40-30 are the shots. 6 minutes remaining. Tony Alm taking the draw. And the Flyers end up controlling. Abby does get control though, sends it back around, but back to the Flyers. Flyers in the corner with it, looking for the slot, couldn't quite connect. Holds it in by the point. Puck sent down low, back to Abby. Abby chips it up to Piper. Piper sends it back down to Abby. Abby goes behind to Cece. Cece and Paige over in the half wall. Paige with it. Puck poked off. Cece Alm back behind the net. Sends it over to Abby. Abby up to Piper. Piper went cross. Page trying to get there. Flyers pick it up. Flyers regroup. Page and Tony forechecking. Couldn't quite get 6 on it. Emily there. Good stick by Emily. Over to Tony. Tony to Page. Tony goes for a change. Page up the... Page tries to dump it in. Flyers come around. Flyers lose it in neutral zone. Blakely with it. Blakely up to Kara. Offsides. 4 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. We'll probably go stop time the last 3 because there's 8 minutes left on the hour clock. So, Blakely with the win. Emily tried to send it down low. Ice Cougars get it, or Flyers intercept it at the half wall. Send it up, chip it all the way down. Flyers win the battle. Puck down low in the corner. Mackenzie battling for it. Chips down below over to Emily. Emily up to nope. Puck comes free. Blakely there. Blakely comes up with it. Blakely to Kara. Kara shot. Blocker save. Goalie didn't know where that rebound was, but got the cover after. Offensive zone draw. 3:50 remaining. 41-30 are the shots. We have a Blakely Van Est taking the draw. Flyers control. Flyers bring it out. Gain the zone. Abby keeping the player wide. Nice move there by Kara to keep Cougars gain the zone. Jane dumped the puck down low. Flyers with it. Send it out. Amelia with a nice stick. Turned over in the neutral. Flyers back with it. Gain the Cougar zone. Abby keeps the player wide. Amelia goes to the corner for it. Flyers dump it back low. Abby there. Abby over to Piper. Piper crossed to Page. Page might get the rebound or off the end. Indirect. Here we go. Off the goalie helmet. Tony shot from the point. Goalie pushes it aside. Piper Wheeler back behind over to Page. Page tried to find Piper back in the slot. Puck goes behind the net. Puck comes up. Mackenzie chips it over to Cece. Cece on net. Puck's deflected wide. Flyers come up with it. Page there sends it down low. Puck free. Piper behind the net. Slot. Oh, just off Tony's stick. Cece able to poke it. Gets back control at the point. Cece sends it down low. Piper behind the net again. Corrals it. Tony at the half wall. Goes down low with it. Sends it back behind to Page. Page with time in the corner. Tried to feed the slot. Pass was blocked. Puck up. Sent out. That should be an icing. 1 minute 50 remaining. See if we can get one last rush here. Get one past that goalie. Cougars fought back from a 2-1 deficit. Went up 3-2. Flyers tied it with 3. Good back and forth game. Cougars control. Emily gets the shot. Save. Glassbrenner down low with the puck. Turned over. Peterson down low on the other side. Try to break it out. Amelia tried to pinch. Poke checks it low. Cougars hold the zone. Vanessa chips it back low. Flyers bring it around. Trying to break it out. Flyers come out with it. Flyers have numbers. Good stick there by Emily. Pokes it aside. Centering pass intercepted. Flyers still control. Shot goes wide. Flyers pull it out of the corner. Centering pass blocked. Kara fights at the half wall. Shot deflected wide. Emily with it behind the net. Chips it up. Over to Kara. Puck at the neutral. Turned over by the Flyers. Flyers come through. 3-on-2. Good play by Amelia, taking the body. Paige with it, turns it around. Has the speed. Shot wide. Paige back around to Glassbrenner. Flyers break it out. Flyers going for a change. Dump in. And that's all she wrote for the game. Cougars and Flyers skate to a 3-3 tie. Shots for the game. Ice Cougars 44 shots. Flyers 31 shots. Good outing for both teams. So these two will play one more tomorrow. Currently, Ice Cougars have 1 win, 1 tie. See if we can come out better than 500. Another win tomorrow morning. Play at 10 a.m. at Tria.